Hello everyone, welcome back to Channel 00. I am the Illusionary Gentleman, and it's my absolute pleasure to welcome you back to the College of the Eternal Dragon. Where we last left off, we have just moved to our second level, chose the desert location, and let's see what we can do. I did pick up the rune scriptorium. I am going to make most of my most important classrooms and rooms on the first floor. Let's see what we get. This is going to be useful. And we'll get a teacher's lounge, because in the desert, needs are going to increase. We're going to want... I think we'll want the generic room too. I think we're going to focus primarily on alchemy. Let's draw up some houses. Right. Could also do light, for sure. Let's have them be well behaved, why not? So, it looks like pretty light. This house. Let's call them the Golden Keys. I'm just gonna quickly get that translate to maximum, as I like to. Claves Orrery, I should say. Child of Nature. I think Nature Arcanus. Nature Alchemy is something too. This house natural students, or naturales discipuli. I think given that I think both of them will study alchemy as a secondary. So, nature, light, and alchemy will be our primary focuses in this teams. I'm just thinking about the exact layout that I want here. Now, yeah, we'll have rune script here. We'll save the little bit of space for the trophy room there. Put the lounges up here. I'm going to focus on most of my classrooms on the bottom. Right. Put the hat here. Put the coffee machine right here. There we go. And of course we're going to cheese out the application fees for the first 5 anyways. Just nice, easy, 150 gold. Set the rest of this how we usually like it. There we go. so I just want like to have my first 5 be a little on the smarter side, and to get that extra 150 means I can immediately invest. There we go. Alright. That's a decent start. King's coming to us. Let's get an advanced room here. Retribution's not bad. We'll go with that. They are a worker. It's possible. Well behaved. I don't know if that's good enough. Let's take a look at this. There is that too, but I think we're gonna take the hat. There, the classroom's already well stocked with artifacts. Here's our unique faction for this map, the djinn. The thing with the djinn is that they will accept 700 of either nature, arcane, or alchemy, and they'll quote-unquote grant you a wish, and all that really ends up meaning is that they give you extra rooms and extra items, but that's not bad. Closer to the end game, they become relevant, but right now, not so much. And I think the gimmick we're going to do for this game, we're going to see what helping the peasants ends up helping with, because we do want natural mana, don't we? Yeah. Maybe them and the orcs, because the orcs have opportunity, well, being good in with them gets you higher percentage natural magic. Herbalism, there we go. That covers the 3 magics we want to do in this school, anyway. I think I'm gonna start with the orcs, try to get them to plus 25, and then lowering salary is not terrible. You know what? I would like, there we go. I know it undertakes us a little bit. It would be nice to get a head start on another card from the deck. Alchemy, apprentice, either way, but allergic to pollen. Runestone. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay. Runestone for the root scriptorium. Makes sense. Upgrade refractory. side here, because they're going to be building more that way, so I don't mind capping construction over here, really. That's unfortunate. If I knew it was going to be this event. We're just going to have a green dragon roam around. Help with those studies. Oof. All of enchantment and necromancy. Well, wowie. Something to keep in mind. We only need to get one student to do this. We can try. We can try to get one student towards that. Although it's difficult. They have to be very well prepared. Given that, let's take a look again, shall we? So, shadow. I'm gonna keep an eye out specifically for that, and maybe we'll. Might have to visit Lord of Darkness once or twice, try to get shadow mana then. We'll do alchemy is going to fill in nicely here. And yes, I suppose so. I gotta have at least 20 with this faction, so there you go. There's certain events that could come, but that's the only reliable way. Ooh, reducing upkeep right away might be nice, but I kind of want to start making component cards, I'm not going to lie. If I can get started on that really quickly, maybe I can generate my own mana. So then we have a better idea. So things like Jack of all trades will set over here because there's gonna be three different courses they're gonna be looking at. Ooh. Archmages have to learn from all 5 disciplines. Archmages do have to learn from all 5 disciplines, don't they? We can try. It says various, but greenhound. We'll take the snake because in conjunction with like the 30% efficiency from the rune script, and this will make things even more efficient. Great. This could be very nice. tempted to look that up to see if they have to learn from all 5 or if it could be even as little as 3. Brilliant. I might even reshuffle. I'd rather get the shadow room up. I might just reshuffle some of the students here. Some of the smarter ones I'm gonna move to this classroom. At least the smart ones that don't have a reason to be here specifically. Like they aren't naturally chosen by light. We tell the difference between what's been given to them, of course, because it's in blue text. Just gonna, you know, if they don't have a reason to be here, they're gonna get moved there. Alchemy Apprentice is just good enough. Chosen, in fact, this one should have already been. That's gonna happen. Mistakes do happen. Alright, very good. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna enjoy some tea. Earl Grey. Once in a blue moon, I like to play a D&D, and I like to go by that moniker, Earl the Grey. Just a fun tidbit. Assassination and retribution. We do have a retribution classroom, but the same people doing light magic aren't the same people doing dark magic, so I don't really want that so much. I'd rather just put that to max level. Let's try to get some more shadow mana though. I mean, I would like to get specifically necromancy. I'd like to get the necromancy classroom if I'm gonna be training up this. I need specifically beast, necromancy, and enchantment. Looking for 3 specialty classrooms. And I guess it'd be, I either do that way, or I try to work through the merchant camp and try to buy it from them, but that might be quite a bit of gold. I kind of want to save my gold for other construction, so a little bit of a toss up there, eh? Together, Albion. I mean, it's a lot of one component, but sometimes it's good to have extra cards too. Certain events want you to discard cards, so sometimes it's good to just fill up your hand with junk cards. In case there's some cards you have to hold back, like, it can't hurt in the long run anyways. It's early enough that I can find other component cards, eh? Extreme situations call for extreme solutions. I think. Yeah, pick up this. Put that there. And the chamber over here. Or here. Yeah, right above the bedrooms. Makes it an easier trip for students. Yep. Sounds like a plan. towns are good. Make sure kids don't misbehave. I'll take another white dragon. Might have to hold him for a little while, but that's fine. Once we get the beast classroom, there's going to be 3 beast slots. And that's definitely one of them. Right there. Definitely. Let's see. Potions. Oh, there's enchantment. Alright. We got one. So. I'd rather have this. It's right next to the... So voracious isn't so bad because you're just gonna go there to eat and then come back. I'll find more critters. I guess we're in the desert, so we want everyone's needs to be assuaged. Assuaged? How do you say that? Sure, yeah. And then next time we'll get 200 shadow. I know that's a lot of work just to get 200 shadow, but at the start, it's really hard generating mana. That's good. For some reason I thought there was one. Let's think about this, because the same people that are learning natural magic is also learning shadow magic. So technically, this is fine. It's perfectly fine. Ooh, yeah. We do like any of the, right now we like any of the features that do give us extra mana. And or gold, you know, that works too, eh? Yeah, we like these. Alright, give me ink maker. Oh, stonecutter works. Great. Ooh, library. Or scale. Picking up a scale now would be really good, actually. Because we already got alcohol components. We just need the other components. I guess here. The observatory doesn't get used that much. So, you know, we'll use its slot for that rather than something more active, you know, like the component card, like the component item or any of that. Sorry, a little groggy in the voice. Slower is a big factor. Alright, well, we got coffee in that room anyway, so yeah, should counteract their tiredness, more or less. Alright, now let's go ahead, give me that shadow magic, show me necromancy. Yes, we found it. Ask and you shall receive. That means all I need is the beast magic classroom. That's good. We're only 1/4 of the way, so that's good. Sure. do want to pick up chains. Just having this on campus is good because there are a couple events where if you have chains you get better results anyways. I don't want anybody starting anything in the bedrooms anyways, to be honest with you. That's the worst place. Like, can you imagine? You're going for a nap, your first year, and some fourth year conjures up a portal to hell. Could you imagine? Ridiculous. Yeah, we'll just pay the 120. Stupid taxes. Taxes. Even magical academies can't avoid taxes, you know? Alright, show me beast magic. Oh, hold on. We've got a natural room, so that's pretty good. They'll learn some beast magic there, right? Okay. A little slow. Oof. Dumb with no learning skills. That's generally the only thing I turn away. If they're literally dumb and they have not a single learning skill that's beneficial. And I know how terrible that sounds. That's just the truth. You know, I'm gonna wait for 200 gold. I'm gonna go to the merchants. I'm gonna try to find the beast magic classroom that way. I'm gonna do it that way. Brilliant. Normal. Alchemy apprentice. Well, both of them. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, we don't have the money to be doing that anyways. I'm just trying to save up for the merchants right now. What does this do? Yeah, these three are gonna go in the beast classroom. That's gonna be it. Get a little extra gold, reduce needs, buff up the light magic learning for the other classroom, just to generate a bunch of light mana. Because the light deck is a bunch of very interesting things, other than just classrooms. Jack of all trades. Our income's kind of sad, really. When you don't exploit the king, am I right? Oh, they're not gonna be happy. I might as well. That's unfortunate. We'll go for a fawn here. What, 3 wanderers? Maybe it'll be these 3. Expenses are eating at me. Let's try a reroll. That's nice. Nice. Okay, now we go. Good. That one roll. Alright. Alright. Show me. No, of course not. Oh well. Not gonna happen. Let's get the generic light classroom then. Right here. Punctual, comfortable, demanding. Sure. Allergic to crustaceans. Not that good at alchemy, eh? Alright. Oddly specific allergy, I must say. Although I know it does happen. Why my roommate's allergic to cherries. So there you go. I just find it odd how and I know it's all scientifically explainable, mind you, but I just still find it odd how two people can have the allergy to the same thing, but it's at different intensities. Like, maybe it more irritates you, or literally just touching it kills you. You know, that's still, like, even though I understand why, it still baffles me. Now let me think about this one. Because if I go for this, there are some things. I want the components card. I want that item. So that's why I'm gonna go that direction. And I mean, if we upgrade our crypt here, that's not bad either. But there it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Alright. Now, temporarily it's gonna get set here. But as soon as I find trophy room, yeah, there's no... Okay. Sure, it's gonna turn some students into vampires, but over time it should also generate us some shadow mana. You know, I'm gonna wait for 200 gold again. We're gonna do it again. Oh! The druidism... There it is! Never mind. We're good. We are good. Right. Right here. Wonderful. Alright. And it is a big classroom. So I think we will set you up in here. We'll just have these two running around. The white dragon can wait. Right. So now, where do we want to go? Well, let's... I did say we were going to work with these guys, eh? Ah, let's work with the orcs. Never mind. Forget them. They're already upset with us. Freaking villagers. We're gonna work with these guys for natural mana. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna use them for natural mana to support our natural classrooms. That's what we're gonna do. It's my choice. Perfect. Flower crown is herbalism and one in sacred magic. But there's also cheese, and who can turn down cheese? Who could turn down cheese? Especially now that we're gonna be brewing some potions. That's gonna be good. Now we do need the infirmary because I believe the desert makes everyone. No, actually, I think it's just their needs, not their health. I mean, I can double check. I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm certain enough, anyways. You know. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's their other needs to get worn out faster. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna wait till 75 gold. I'm glad some of these events lets you put them on hold. Okay. Yeah, sure. It gives us a new natural classroom, which is kind of cute. You know what? Let's try to keep things kind of together. I don't want to sprawl too much left or right here. It's pretty good here, although I hate poser. I really do. I hate kids getting bored means they leave the classroom all lot faster. But, oof. Yeah, both these are pretty terrible choices, but gotta make one choice. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's go to the king and get an advance, okay? We want this advance so we can go get the stadium. Because the stadium's gonna drum up a bunch of gold. It's just smart. It's just smart investing. You know? It's just a smart investment in their futures. And look at them, they're already having so much fun watching the Pegasi. I'm gonna see this first joust. I want to see this first joust. Whenever they get to it. Ooh, that's a really nice one. Calligrapher, nice. Sandman, let's try for it. Dormitories, interesting. Good to know. Yeah, we'll accept that. Village guard, yeah, you know what, it's fine. I don't want him to die on me. Maybe we'll try, you know what? We do have an awful lot of light classrooms. Let's try to work with the Inquisition instead of the peasants. You know what? Maybe there's something to it. Yeah, the Orcs and The Inquisition. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so cheese, unicorn, alcohol. What does this produce? Bottle of Glory. Prestige points. That's nice. It's always nice to figure out which ones do Bottle of Glory. Alright, give me more communication to the outside world. We gotta work these factions. We'll get light mana from the Inquisition, we'll get natural mana from the other. And between the two, both houses will thrive. Both of my magical houses. Alright. So we'll get these over 25. Plus 50. Discard cheese, discard alcohol. Perfect! There we go. That's nice, that's nice. We're doing very well with the orcs. Orc. Am I speaking their language now? I do not think so. I don't think that's how they speak. Would be funny. Wow. That is, I think he'll still be there anyway. Just very unfortunate. Oof. Shadow Disciple, Arcane Scholar, it's ambitious though. That's what saves them, honestly. If they weren't ambitious, I don't know, you know? Goth, they're not gonna study Shadow all that well. Allergic to pollen. Ugh. Is anyone gonna joust? Get all this set up. Now let's see. Alright, dungeon. Let's go back to the Archmage Tower. I know we can do it. How's my students doing anyway? Do we got any, you know what? Can I look that up in stats? How experienced my students are? Guess not. There's mana produced. I'm just gonna have to go through the honor roll up here. Hold up. So our oldest students, this is, well, and they have I mean, these ones are. Retribution. Well, if the ones learning Retribution also learn runes, they'll be able to bind up opponents, stun them, and then Retribution will be able to get them when they do. They'll be at the front line then. Unicorn Horn. That's a really nice material component. So I guess a lot of our students are coming here, so there you go. I'll put it up there. Ooh, Pegasus is really nice to hold on to. Just makes students wealthier while it roams around. In fact, let's do that instead of the dragon. Come on. Take back the dragon for the Pegasus here. Right. Now, I might want to extend the class because I want to train Archmage, right? That's sort of the goal. I want to find a really good Arcana classroom so then these guys can learn Arcana. I'm not, like, these guys I want to train towards that future, right? So I want to keep this the way this is. But would be nice to try for both sides to try for Archmage. I don't want to divide them any more than by 3. Let's go check out the. Well, yeah, we'll wait until later in the run to go to that dungeon. This is a really easy way to. Ooh. Well, you know what? We'll take the advance on light mana. I was about to say it's a really easy way to get reputation just by giving up shadow for sure, take my 50 gold. Try to find something out there. Take my money. Trophy room! Okay. Some things are moving right to the trophy room, right? This. Let's see now. Sorry, I'm just gonna take a moment. Material components, the Albiac, wherever it is. Yes, this, all for material components. You know it. Now this is a yeah. You can't put it in that room. Silly me. Yeah, I think that's everything I want to put in there. Other than, you know what, the house crest. I'm pretty sure you can put it right here. Yeah, we like that. No, that's fantastic. Okay, and hey, more bottled glory. The higher our prestige, the more students that come in. The more students that come in, the better chances I fulfill those. You know it. Ambitious, Arcane Scholar. Yeah. In fact, I should make sure. Well, we don't even have. We should make sure all the Arcane students are there. Hold up. Because it used to not matter so much. Sorry. Some of these, no, they're 5th years by now. 6th year by now. Nah, it's fine. In the future, I'll worry about it. I don't want to mix them up in their studies. Because, like, these two houses are very different from each other. They only overlap in the, alchemy. I don't want to mix them too much, do I? No, we haven't generated 700 in any of those. So no use going to the djinn yet. I think, yeah, I want to fill up my trophy room. You know what? Yeah, that's it. I want this. I want new artifacts. Well, we didn't quite get it, but coat of arms is always good. Right. Let's just get 5 more people. Alright? Let's just get 5 more kids through this school. Alchemy. Brilliant alchemy. Let's do it that way. There we go. Arcane. There we go. Not bad. Go for Sandman, maybe? No. That's fine. Active teachers of earning positive traits. That is nice. I guess there's only really one good place for it. Enchantment Workshop. That's not bad though, because enchantment's one of our 3. Okay. Yeah, this school's basically complete. It's just so now making it more efficient. We don't really need more alembics. Alembic? I've been saying it wrong the whole time. You know, right here. Yes, make some alcohol. Watch the fights. Yes, yes. Who's gonna contest him? Ah. Come on, come on. Ah. Alright. Yikes. You build it for them, they don't even use it. Jack of all trades, you're lucky. You're lucky. Yes. If it weren't for that, you'd be out of here. Not gonna lie. Right. Oh, sure. It's not my favorite because it's trading off one for another. Learn faster, but also get tired faster. But they're already sleeping, so kind of counteracts it. It's just a modifier that hangs around for a little bit. You know what? Let's put the secret magic skills in the. This is the right room, isn't it? Chamber of Truth. Yep. Druidism. No, I mean there is a good chance that we already have some people who are level 2 druids. Let's see what this produces. Oh, chemical regen. Nice. Very soon we're gonna start stockpiling our. You know what? I'll wait until I get to 700 of that, then I'm gonna go see the djinn. And of course, this is Bottle of Glory, right? No, we're at, yeah, 520. Ow. Turns out that investment, it was only 50 anyway. Not a problem. Shadow Disciple. Smart worker. Yeah. Chose by the light. Right. already have 700 natural. You know what? That means we can use those. I don't know about... Well, we are going to send people to that dungeon, right? You know what? That's a good point. That's a really good point. Maybe we do want them to be courageous. Yeah, take this. There. If we get some of the students to be courageous, near the end of this, we'll just do that dungeon. Level 3 in runes. Gives 3 shield points to every group member at the start of each dungeon battle. Let's start preparing for the dungeon. Let's start preparing for that, yeah? Alright, and I haven't done this option yet. I have some natural mana. Give me power. Aw. Be magical. They always say this, you know. It's one of the few things we can't do. Well, everything we want is one of the few things you can't do. So there, but we're gonna get something nice out of it anyway. Combat power greatly increased for a few minutes. This is not my favorite. Okay, just, yeah, that's a lesson. That sucked. Really hard. I mean, I got an orc hound out of it. But it's not super great. Not really. Like, this is only useful if you get raided, and that's generally only happens if you're really bad at managing events. Honestly, all of this kind of sucks. Oh well. Other than the orc hound. I'm not gonna lie. So here. In fact, I kind of want to set up a second dormitory. You know what? Set up a second one, we'll set up a second feasting hall. Just so, you know, either way, they'll get their sleep, they'll get their food. Right? Whether they're upstairs or downstairs, they got easy access. Here. Shadow cycle. There. Cool. Allergic to pollen. Right. Yeah. We'll just keep a black dragon. We do like butterfly wings, because it does mean they misbehave less. So as soon as they get level 1 herbalism and elementalism. Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, we don't quite have elementalism, and if we, yeah, that's actually silly of me, because even then, the same students who are learning natural aren't going to be learning arcane in this school. There's no way I'm changing that, because I don't want them to be split between 4, or maybe I'll have to change that. Let's see how a 4-way split is even going to work. Yeah, I guess so. Let's just generate a bunch of mana where we can. But gold's good too. Yeah, if we can generate enough arcane mana, we might find an arcane classroom. Not quite yet. Arcane Scholar. We don't quite have that up and running yet, anyways. Right. Do you think we're ready for the dungeon? We'll take a look at our class in a second. Right. Library. We're gonna be able to put one creature here. Is kind of nice. Speeds up learning, gets them to misbehave less. It's just good stuff all around. Right. Yeah, let's get a private apartment. not a lot of good spaces to put it. So I suppose I can't go from it. Would have to, that travel path looks really awkward. So I guess the here for the private. Alright, let's take a look at the honor roll, shall we? So up here's our most elite people. Ooh. Okay. Well, some of them show a little bit of promise. Not Archmage material or anything, but you know. But we got better amongst the natural students. Okay, I think that's gonna be it. Alright. Because most of them are going to be graduating next year, so I don't want to miss this opportunity. In fact, some of them are on their final semester right now. So here's your final test. You want a passing grade. You want to get that A++. You want to get that A++. You want to be part of the honor roll. Here's your test, fellas. Here's your test. Right. Deal with the dungeon. Alright, get the paralyzers on the back line, because I'm pretty sure, yep, get the life drainers on the front side, get those guys on the back side. This is gonna be good. Right. We don't have any more binders. That's our one. Oh, we do. Lowers all incoming. Huh. It does make you wonder. Well, response to spell that increases the shields of all students to group by 2. Triggers a random known spell instead. Yeah, we'll have our protective mage too. How about that? Or the one that, yeah, that can either stun or do that. Oh, maybe we'll do the dedicated. So this guy will lock them down. These two will be leeching their health. I mean, they know Magic Bolt, but they also know Life Drain, right? Well, that one does. This one gains 3 power after each attack. Yeah, let's swap them. Hold up. So, Nanny, Nash, right. There. Lowers incoming damage, increases shields, 40% chance of acting right after receiving damage. Alright, we can try this. Well, we do need that mana, actually. So, yeah. That is not a lie. No word of a lie, we need that mana. Show me that you're Archmage material. And this guy's generating nice shields for everybody. This is actually going really well. Alright, forward. Ooh, Phoenix Feather! We want that. We want that Phoenix Feather. This could be very useful for later. If somebody goes down, you can rise them back up. This is actually a pretty good team. Forward! One of them looks like a real dragon. For the green dragon. Well, you're gonna be fighting these slimy marsh dragons either way. They are gonna be a little challenging, but they're not true dragons, so it's okay, right? Right? They're not true dragons, don't worry. It's fine. It's probably fine. Necromancer might be going down here. Oof. That's okay. No! 2 kids down. I only got 1 feather. Oh, that's good damage though. The beast magic He's coming through. Gonna get him. Alright. There we go. Now we have to choose which student to bring back. Well, this one's from my main class, so this one. Well, we got 3 dragons now in hand, and we got enough arcane mana to try to find an arcane classroom. This works. This works. Very unfortunate sacrifice. He'll be remembered. All the history books, you know, there's just a little notation. Died for, you know, arcane mana and a green dragon. We'll make sure the parents get some nice fruit baskets and, you know, we'll have a little funeral arranged, right? Not on campus, of course. That went a little dark, but I don't care. Do I look like I care? Let's take a look for some arcane class. Yes. Some arcane classrooms. Perfect. Alright. Now the school is finished, and we're just gonna upgrade existing rooms. Like, unless something comes out of the woodwork that I haven't seen before, I'm very happy with how things are right now. I mean, other than the losing of students, right? Well, nobody wants to lose students. Nobody wants to. Is it? We could do another dungeon. They're actually offering us another dungeon. We don't really need the money. And this is one of those times where, yes, we want a bunch of cards to discard. I'm gonna put it on hold, though, until I get these dragons. Ooh, we could take the chance. Alright. We saved the dragons, thankfully. Okay, good. All 3 dragons are still in hand. You know how lucky that is, actually? It's actually really lucky. Right. Which teachers are the most important? Well, both houses are learning alchemy, right? So it's gotta be RuneScript guy. You know, and the longer he's teaching, the better. Oh, we got another dungeon to go through anyway, so that's good. Kind of unfortunate how the last one ended, but let's do it again! Why not? And why not, I say? Well, of course we have scholarships, but specifically for lycanthropes. I don't know why. They tend to be more nature side is the main argument I'm gonna make. But I think they're kind of cool. I just think they're neat. I don't know. Allergic to pollen? That's a common one. Gothic doesn't say light well. Yeah. Allergic to pollen. Chosen by the light. Okay. Radio. I just don't have anywhere for these dragons right now. You know what? If you don't have room, make room. That's right. You know what? If you don't have the room, make room. Because here's your stables. What's here right now? The shrimp? You know what? Get the shrimp out of there. Take back the cat. Let's get some dragons up in here. Let's see if I can spawn too. Let's get these dragons roaming around. That's what I like. Probably should have done that earlier. Shouldn't have even risked the dragons getting discarded. Shoulder Martin. No more aberrations for those students anyway. That's pretty good. Yep, and now we can spend the most of the rest of this just brewing potions. Like, I know that's Bottle of Glory. Let's do Bottle of Glory here. And let's check out our honor roll. Anybody else want to... You know, we still have those students, don't we? Yeah, we still have... Okay, round 2. We still have those guys, other than the one light mage who died. We still have... Pretty sure this is the same guy. Yeah. Put him in the back again. It's really good to keep him in the back, because he'll charge up over time. Gains 3 power feet after each attack. So if you have someone in front of him, a light mage with a little bit of shielding and stuff. This one's got a bind spell too, which is nice to alternate. Right. So did they graduate? I don't remember graduating anybody. Alright. I don't know. Heals the other students in the file for 3 each time that student acts in the file. So this guy wants to go in the back. You know. Maybe we'll do... You know Life Drain, and you also know a Bind spell. I mean, I kind of want to... Yeah, we'll get this, because at least you're binding and doing 6 damage, granting that shield. I don't know. I think it gets worse from here. Yeah. Acting right after receiving damage. That Wild Fury is pretty terrible. But honestly, he's a good shield. You know what? Yeah, we'll do it that way. I'd rather have you take the front and you be in the back. These two will be charging up their claws. Alright, start the adventure. We do want that mana. And this is a pretty easy fight. For these students anyway. Get 'em. Forward. Leprechaun skull. Never seen that before. So, Demon Prince. That's a lot of mana. Alright, let's try. This guy has a lot of health. Hopefully we get some bind spells off there. Nah, just didn't happen. That's okay. Yeah. He's really trying hard to get that student. He might just get him this time if... Okay. Very close to losing him there. Forward, but... Alright, do I risk him? I can risk one student dying on me, honestly. I can risk it anyways. No, I don't want Demon Chamber. Forward. You know, now the threat level's too much. These guys aren't really that ready. if I go too much further, I think they're all just gonna fall on me. So, level 1 in Assassination, level 1 in Demonology. So, Shadow Magic also generates... Okay, that's fun. Never seen that one before. I think we're done making rooms. So, really, I'm thinking about just selling these for... Well, it's not that much. It's not really worth it. It's better to just keep these options open, I think. We did get a bunch of shadow mana for fighting that one daemon, so this is good. Well, this is good, really, truly. Oh, I forgot about this, you know? Oh, I said it was mostly complete, didn't I? I suppose some people will cause trouble in the bedroom and they need to be sent there. It's a little awkward, but I don't care. For some reason, I don't care. For some reason, everything still looks pretty good. Now, Psi Crystal is very interesting. You know what? We'll take out the Albiac, put the Psi Crystal. It's gonna speed up people by 25%, but also their needs by 25%. Very interesting. We'll take this out because there's gonna be no more dungeons, I'm pretty sure. You know? And I'll sell off the statue, because we just definitely don't need it anymore. 515. Right. What do we do? Let's take advantage of our good relationship with the Inquisition. Let's take advantage of this. Sure. Where's our... Yeah, upgrade this. Sure. You know, we didn't ask to be good friends with the Inquisition, but when you fight enough Demon Lords, it just sort of happens. Turns out they don't hate wizards after all. They're just silly. Ridiculous. Now, I did get the one item that was level 1. Yeah, the butterfly wings. So we actually do want Elementalist Classroom. We do want it, turns out. We're gonna put it here because I want to get a food. I want to get a cafeteria there. You know what? We can do one more level. How about that? How about that, anyways? I do not need that. Yeah, punctual is good enough. If we're doing one more floor, we can stick a trophy room there too, even though it's a little overkill. Not gonna lie, it's a little overkill. But it's funny. And that's why I'm doing it. It's just cool to have another trophy room to fill up. 2 trophy rooms. Yes, 2. We're not gonna get that much time. I don't think we're gonna fill it completely. But, you know. You don't know until you try, I suppose, right? We can go to the merchants, get some more artifacts. It's fine. We'll figure it out. Unicorn horn, feather, and alcohol. I believe this is, if I'm remembering correctly, alchemist potion for alchemy. Alchemical regen. There we are. Yes. Yes, we'll pay the stupid taxes. Stupid taxes. Nah, I'm more interested in... Well, actually, you can hang up one wall dressing. Alright. Let's go with the clan banner. That's just a rarer event. That's the only reason I went for it at all. Yeah. And I guess, yeah, there's one B slot here. And that's about it. You can tell if there's slots in your school because this will light up green, and when it's red, it means there's no slots in your school at all. It saves you a lot of time. You don't have to look around everywhere. It's very nice, actually. Quite nice. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on top, just so it gets some adjacency bonuses from whatever I put, and then I'll, if I can find the cafeteria, put it right here. A refractory, whatever they call it in this game. A refractory. I'm gonna call it a cafeteria. You know it. Oof. Alright. Alcohol, unicorn horn, and maybe cheese. That'd be awesome. We're not doing so well on the quest front, but these are really hard quests. Archmage and Chimera Creator are actually pretty difficult quests. It probably would have required a smaller, more tight-knit school, but I don't know. I just like exploring all the possibilities. I can't help it. I can't help that I end up making these big schools. I don't know. I'm not gonna regret that. That's for sure. Librarian, war leader. Nice. Let's try that again. We don't need peasants around here, do we? Wizard apprentice, shapeshifter, apprentice healer. Yes. At this point, it's more or less about the prestige than anything else. Right on. Right on or right off? Well... no, we'll save up our alchemy and we'll do another wish. From events. I don't see that happening a lot, to be honest. We'll just put this up in the heroes, in the light room anyway. I was thinking the other classroom. Oh, more effectiveness from potions. That's mostly what we're going to be doing at this point anyway. It's just brewing potions. We don't got that much time, but we've got time. Do I really want to just see for fun what this is? Because these other two things don't matter to me at all. Alright, let's just see what it is. Shadow. Let's do this. Shall we? Let's try to get Archmage, okay? So we're gonna call it Shadow Unicorns, or, you know, in Latin. We'll figure it out. There. Dark Unicorns. There. Unicornae Tenebrosae. You gotta get the accent right. It's very important. The Shadow Unicorns. Very edgy, I know. Yeah, fair enough. Alright. Let me think about this. Hold up. I'm thinking, considering... what would help our school the most right now? We could try to get and go with the king to push back the darkness. Yeah, we might as well. We need to be at least 50 with the kingdom. We're gonna try to push back the darkness a little bit at this point. Here's some Cloud of Glory. And it says 5, but because of the 2... I'm gonna guesstimate here for a second. Hold up. It should be 11, right? 9. Oh, because it must be 30% off of the original both times. It doesn't take into account the new total. That must be it. That's very interesting. Yeah, because I have 2 scales, each one gives 30% of the potion's effect, but it's always off the base total, not the new total from the first. Yeah, it doesn't stack like that. So it's non-stacking percentiles. It's good to know, actually. It's very good to know. Yeah, we're just gonna show a bunch of people in this classroom. I don't care. We're gonna try for an Archmage here. I don't care. We'll shove them all in that classroom. That's what we're gonna do. See how well that works. Right. Now we'll upgrade this trophy room. We'll fill up the other trophy room. Right. Okay. Crystal ball. Pedagogy. Hats are pretty good. I guess here it's not too bad for the elementalist. Although I'm not really focusing on elementalism at all. Yeah, I guess here. It doesn't really matter that much to me. We have to hit him hard. The kings of neighboring kingdoms have gathered to plan an attack against the Lord of Evil. It's a good thing we have a lot of reputation with the Inquisition, then. I didn't even realize that event was a thing, but there you go. If I waited. Fine. That's a stadium upgrade. It's worth it. It's worth 10 prestige points, isn't it? It's worth it. Alright, we're just putting them all through here. I don't care. I do not care. I just want some Archmages. I need 1 Archmage. I need 1 Chimera Creator. Okay. These are the things I need. Because we will... By the oh, my goodness. Are we not even generating enough alchemy? Wow. Okay, this is going to be close, actually. I really thought that was going to be in the bag. We started with the Rune Scriptorium, you would think. And they've all been allowed to learn alchemy. It just wasn't prioritized. Alright, you know what? That's a priority now. That's a priority now. Alright? I really didn't think I would have to do this. I really did not think I would have to do this. It's a priority. Everybody learn alchemy. Everybody. Please. Turns out. Yes. I'll remember that for later. It's because they're all split between 3 magical disciplines, right? Because I've been trying for this Archmage thing. That's the majority of it. We gotta push back the Lord of Darkness. We need reputation more than money, or we need rep quickly. We need to push back the Lord of Darkness. That's just how it is. Really? Yeah, we'll run most of them through unless they're like gifted this certain way. More glory, get more students, to produce more mana, to try to push back the Lord of Darkness. Chamber True upgrade. Sure, there you go. Yeah. Observatory. Parents are here. What do they want? want. Of course we have scholarships. You got werewolves? Chosen by the lights. Alchemy apprentice. Yeah, sure. Nice. Shadow disciple. Very nice. Alright. Let's upgrade the Elementalist dojo. Upgrade the prison, why not? There. Looking for no cafeteria. Very sad. Yeah, let's just upgrade the private apartment. This for more glory. Great. Nice. Go for druid. Nice. Werewolf. Nice. Become more efficient. Oh yeah, this one. Okay, so take that off the wall. This on the wall. Now this room and all adjacent become more efficient, but because of the trophy room, they'll become double efficient. More or less double. Oh wait, you know what? There's room on those walls, aren't there? Or if there isn't, maybe I should make room. Because a lot of kids eat down here. And we'll just take the chains from here, put the banner here. We'll put the chains here. Because that's fine. Less kids use that room anyways. Alright. Go back. Really just need the rep here. Upgrade the scriptorium. Two more potions of glory. Well, I'll say one thing. Our school is going to be very prestigious, and we are going to be able to make that mana. At this point, we should be fine. We should be able to make 8,000 mana really quick. Yeah, so we caught it right when we needed to. I think we're going to be good now. Especially if I push back the darkness a couple times. Teachers. Well, this is a choice. I think I like the critical learning. Number one, it's funny. Number two, it's actually really good. We just gotta find the right place for it. Maybe we'll do the trophy room here so that's... it's not actually ideal. It'd be ideal to set it directly in a classroom, right? Which classroom can even support this? Sorry, I still laugh about that. Now, you know what? We'll put it here so it can help the elemental classroom. Too bad they don't have any good item slots. Yeah, that's fine. It'll also help the career counselor. It's something. 49, which is almost enough. Ooh. But the Inquisition comes in clutch. That's good. You know what? We'll put a common room here instead. There. Cheese, corn. Oh, Shadow Disciple. That's really good. Arcane Scholar. Yeah, let's just there. Alright, Reliquary. Trophy Case. Trophy Case. This to help all these students. A little bit, anyway. We don't have a janitor yet. You know what? I'm not gonna worry about a janitor. What's our 2 food? Yeah. Feed the kids. Active characters generate some prestige. You know what? We'll put in the. I know the teachers don't use that a whole lot, but. Upgrade to career counselor. Let's try to get some archmages out. I just need 1 freaking archmage. Do you know, for everything I've got set up here, you think I could get 1 freaking archmage? Right. Have you roam, prestige. For all the effort, you think I could ask for one archmage? Oh, of course we do, for lycanthropes. Don't ask me why I find that funny, I don't know. Yes, for the werewolves. Specifically the werewolves. We're just gonna run a bunch of kids through this program and see if we can't manage this. Child of Nature, Alchemy Apprentice actually works really well here. But at any rate, now most of these kids are going through that path. Most of them. Alright. Yeah, we'll wait till 700, then we're gonna go to the djinns, we're gonna make a wish. Although, yeah, let's make a wish. Alright. Wait, you need 750. Shh. I thought it was 700. Whatever, never mind. Forget it. Terrible. I should have known the Archmage quest would be too difficult. Alright, unicorn horn. This and cheese. Speed everything up in the vicinity with the Psi Crystal again. I do like that. Some graduates. Alright. Accept. I'm keeping my eye out. If I see Archmage on any of these kids. Little timelines over here. Arcane Sculptor. Scholar. At least we get 1 star. 1 star is not great, but it's better than no stars, right? We're gonna put the cafeteria right on top. Right. Gonna put the stable, upgrade this. We're gonna get a necro staff. Just for the fun of it, really. The game's gonna be over soon. new elves, get some more kids coming through. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Oh, not that one. Alright. I'm not ridiculous here. I still have standards. They're not high standards either. You just gotta be able to learn, you know? You gotta not go to your bedroom and sleep all day, basically. You know? As long as you actually come to the classroom and you learn, that's pretty good. That's pretty freaking good. And, you know, we can wait for 750 natural mana. Let's see. Goggles, chemical runic spear, or mechanical owl. Yeah, maybe the owl. Because it gives better futures, am I right? Nope, this is a different one. Also, alchemy also generates natural mana. That's good. That's still really good. I like it. Alright. I'm gonna make one more wish with the genies while we're here. Anyways, that sounds pretty good to me. So we'll wait for 750. There we are. One more wish. One more wish. None of these really go anywhere good, but how about wisdom? We'll get the library upgrade. We'll get the shelf unit that we can put right here, sure. And another hat for another classroom. You know, we'll put it right here. That's fine. Now you might as well get your unique interactions out of the way. Yeah, just run them through that course. There will be divided between 5 different magical studies, but maybe one of them will turn into an archmage. Who knows? But there's 1 star anyways. We generated enough alchemy, so that's good. You want to end the level with at least 1 star, because you want to have a bonus book. You want to be able to have more passive gains over the course of your run. You want to at least succeed at one of your tasks, for sure. So you know. Sure, we'll go with that. And I know I play on triple speed, but imagine how long this would take if I was playing on single speed, you know? I'm sure the idea is that nobody really expects you to get done a level in 1 session, but I do. I just like to get it out of the way. I don't like stopping and picking back up, to be honest with you. That's just a me thing. I don't like stopping a game to pick it back up. Or stopping a level to pick it back up later. I like to finish it. Because otherwise it's just on the mind all day. Yeah, we'll go to the king. I'm gonna ask him. Yeah, we need to. I can't even mess around and try to garner more. Yeah. Just as much time as we can manage is what we need. Actually, you know what? Put in the prison. Because whoever gets sent there needs that modifier to not misbehave, especially in the prison. Yeah, you know what? There we go. Teacher flash upgrade, sure. Sure, why not? Ivy on the wall here. Okay. Let's just upgrade the Almazils. Jack of all trades. Vigilante. Sure. I'm just keeping an eye out if I can. Ooh. Looking for Archmage anywhere in these results. If there is any. Because it says, you know, the more they learn, the higher your chances, but how good is that even? I wish it was a little more specific. Do I have to teach them a little bit of every school? It should be a little more specific than that. I really hate how ominous it is, you know? Well, if you try your hardest, maybe someday. It sounds like one of those things that a parent says to their kid, well, if you try your hardest, maybe someday you'll be an Archmage. Maybe. Possibly. We don't really know. There hasn't been one in 100 million years. Well, thanks, Pops. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Pops. You know, I'll just do my damnedest then to get an Archmage through these halls. Now that sounded personal, but I assure you that just all came from the imagination right then and there. I know, people get mixed up. They hear a joke and they think, does that come from somewhere? No. Do I? No. That's just from the wilds of the imagination, that one. Oh my goodness. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Like, seriously, some people just gotta learn to take a joke. Not gonna lie. Some people just don't know what jokes sound like. You know, and those types of people are the most hilarious. You'll make a joke, and they'll take it seriously, but then you say something seriously, and they'll take it like a joke. Like they don't know the difference. It's just hilarious all on its own. When you don't know the difference. Why not? Why not? Anyway. Private bedroom. Sure. A little private bedroom right here. Now we're just doing the final touches so I can take a screenshot. Because this is a fantastic little school too. Man, I'm not even getting the Chimera creator, and I literally have the 3 classrooms right here: enchantment, necromancy, and stable, and they've been running since like mid-time, a little bit before mid-time. This is ridiculous. I should be able to get 1 Chimera creator out of this. Like, come on. This is ridiculous. I'll just put those 2 on standby for cheese. We're looking for cheese. You got one that makes specifically cheese. I don't know. Yeah, sure, another unfinished golem. Here. There we go. That works. Oh, the Lord of Darkness wants to talk. You know that's not true. Plans align, we have an observatory. We know what that looks like. Ridiculous. Not yet. Not time to fight us yet. That's for sure. Sure. I mean, getting some rep with the... It doesn't matter at this point, though. Yeah. Take this down. Let's put it up here. Plus, you know, the fun thing with this portrait is you can see your best student right away. Let's check out this guy. Is this Archmage here? Huh? Do you think maybe this is our Archmage here? Year 7. Has learned a lot. You know, I mean, not everything, obviously, but let's compare. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to train Archmages. It would have to be a really small school. Okay, so I'm just drafting a theory right now. What if you had a school with literally 5 classrooms, and they're not generic classrooms, they're specialty classrooms, you know, like Heroes Chapel, like the specialty ones, the ones that focus in on one, and what they're each from the 5 different ones. That'd be really hard to manage, though. Like, getting that to work, you'd have to work with the factions to generate your mana for you, and then land on good classrooms. I doubt you could take them to dungeons either. That would not be a setup for dungeons. That would literally just be a setup just for an Archmage. Which is, you know, not ideal, but... You know, if that's what you have to do in order to get an Archmage, I don't want to go for this quest ever again. Not until I have a very specific strategy. If you have to really go out of your way for it, which I kind of understand why, it's just really unfortunate that you have to do that, if that is the case. It just seems to be, from this run, like, I'm covering all 5 different schools. It's just... maybe I built it a little inefficiently. It is kind of tall. It's not the worst school in the world. Truly. I have built worse schools, trust me. I played a lot of hours offline years ago. And this is definitely a really nice school. The only thing that we're lacking on is arcane mana, which, you know, I've had one better school, but that school is literally at the end of a run with a lot of passive bonuses, so I can't really compare it to this one, right? A good old Firestorm will put everyone on the same page. You know what? We're doing it for the fun, for the prestige. Just that classic Firestorm. Right? You know, at this point, let's just let the timer tick down. It is what it is. The king can push him back a couple more times, but... Oof. Wizard Apprentice, and I'm keeping an eye out for that Archmage. I doubt I'm gonna see it anywhere, but there's even a slight chance. Because sometimes it'll be on the lower end. It's arranged by percentile, not by potential. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just keep my eye out here. Yeah, I have not seen as a result once. That's very unfortunate. There's still a lot to learn. You know, you can spend a lot of time in this game, there's still a lot to learn. That's how you know it's a good game. It's got a lot of replay value. If for nothing else than just learning its systems. Kind of like chess. Sort of like chess. You have very basic pieces, you know, you have a very basic understanding, but it goes deep. It goes deep. You know, I know there was some popular YouTuber that got scorched over it, but they weren't exactly wrong. I'm going to requote them, but I'm going to add a little bit of supplementary evidence, just off the logics. chess is a simple game, but it's hard. Hard but simple. It's not easy. But the pieces do what they do simply. It's a pattern-based game that the main skill for it is pattern recognition. If you have good pattern recognition skills, you're a natural chess player. It's simple, but it is hard, and that is possible. You know? It's kind of like, you know, let's say basketball. A simple game, but difficult when executed, especially in pro leagues. It's the same concept, but for intellectuals. There you go. And I know someone got scorched over that, but, you know, really, they did have a point. They did have a point. That's all I'm gonna say. Not saying that that person's a good person, because, you know, there's other reasons that they're embarrassing, but for that much, they're not wrong. It's a simple but hard game. Do I plan to upload chess at some point? Yes. But only when I can afford the premium. And right now there's a summer sale for 50% off. You know, I could transition into that for sure. Could definitely do that. Now, I'm not a master chess player. I'm not gonna lie or anything. Like, I'm sitting at 800 ALO, and I know. You know, 800. Well, I'd like to see your ALO. How about that? Everybody is looking for content from international masters and grandmasters, while they themselves are sitting below 1,000. You know what? No. I don't believe you need to be an international master or grandmaster to upload chess. Not at all. It'll be for more entertainment than anything, but, you know, it's still fun. And it should be a fun game. You should be able to do gimmicky openings. I really like, what's his name again? Hold up. There's Magnus Carlsen, of course, his rival. Why do I forget? I remember his face, but not his name. And I'm sure anybody in the chess community is probably screaming. Gosh darn it. My mind is pulled in several directions right now because I'm thinking about the game and trying to think about that. That's really what's going on. Definitely not Harambe. Don't know why my brain offered that. But this is a snappy one-word name. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. I hate it, but I'm gonna look it up. Chess Grandmaster Speed Chess, because that's what he was known for. Rival to Magnus. Hikaru Nakamura. Yes, I really like his content. He often will, you know, start from lower ALOs and play a lot of gimmicky openings. He'll create new accounts, and I mean, it's all above the board. Chess.com knows that he does this. He's not doing it to fool anybody at the tournament level. He's doing it just to teach new people some of the gimmicky openings they can do, which is, it's a lot of fun to watch. I would definitely watch, if you wanted to watch someone to learn chess, I would watch Hikaru Nakamura. I would say Magnus Carlsen before, but recently he's been kind of dipping out of tournaments and everything, so I don't know how to feel about that, honestly. I really don't know how to feel about that. Not sure if you should follow somebody who is not always present on the scene. Although he's a fantastic player, don't get me wrong. Probably still #1 in the world, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's lost it or anything. What I am saying is that I wouldn't follow a content creator who is absent from the scene, because there's no promise, right? So I wouldn't recommend. But Hikaru Nakamura, definitely. And he's trying to get back into the scene, but, you know, maybe a year will go by and then he just vanishes entirely now, because that's the start to a pattern. He gives up his world-class title because he's feeling a little emotionally. So maybe chess isn't really for him. Maybe he's just really good at it, but he's lost the love for the sport. Kind of like Bobby Fischer. Right? So I don't know. There's my take on something completely somewhat unrelated. I mean, I do plan to cover chests. I'm going to run through all these. I know I could automate them. I want to see if I even see Archmage on any of these results, okay? That's what I'm doing right now. So don't mind me. I'm going to see if I even got close. No. Metamorph, cool. Did we even get a Chimera Crafter at all? This is going to be the other question. Like, what do you have to do to be able to get, like, these really hard quests done? That's the question that's going in my mind right now. Might as well get as much prestige as possible, am I right? If I'm going to be going through all these anyways. Huh. Well, there's a magic teacher. My goodness, how difficult is it? For real. Like, I'm getting some of these high quality jobs too. Like, it's not like that the students are learning. Just where are these results? I feel like I did a pretty fantastic job, I'm not gonna lie. Other than, well, I guess if you got really far into those dungeons, maybe there'd be some high quality rooms that are only, like, it's possible. Possible that if you do even better in dungeons, that would be a kicker for it all, but you know. We're almost there. Oh, better than dead, I suppose. Well, some of them didn't get to learn all that long, so that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, the last of these are just gonna be really... Yeah, the last of these are the new years who didn't get that long to study. So you know, there's a certain cutoff point for sure. Oh, and not even a Chimera Crafter. Oh well, we get a common book this time. We're not going for the hard quests for a while then. Until I get used to what exactly I need to do for that, you know, I've learned my lesson here. Special opportunities with Nessie to lock this monster. Yep, we're gonna do the lake. Alright. Combat level by 20%. That's actually decent. Could actually help us in dungeons. You know what? Staff salaries by 10% is minimal. Reputation gains with the orcs? I mean, actually that's not bad, because near the end game you do want to ally with the orcs more often. But let's get the one that will help us in dungeons. How about that? Worst educators. We don't get attacked. Do you know why we don't get it? Oh, actually, but this second one's pretty bad. We'll have a psychologist on staff. How about that? We'll look for psychologists in the future. That's not bad. That one's manageable. Alright, we'll just get ourselves set up for the next level, and then we'll call it 500. Yeah. Nah, but if we have 3 different classrooms, that's kind of what we want here. Yeah, we'll just do that. Pause. Save. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope whatever day of the week you're watching this, you have a wonderful day, and bye-bye!